Perfectionism isn't high standards. Perfectionism is fear in professional clothing. It looks responsibility, it sounds like quality, but it quietly keeps women invisible, and invisible does not get you paid. Welcome to Grit and Grace, where we talk money, mindset, leadership, and the standards that make success sustainable. I'm Donna, and I'm the creator of Grit and Grace. Today we're talking perfectionism, what it really is, what it costs you, and how to replace it with something that actually builds results. Let's describe the moment. You write the post. It's good, it's clear, it's useful. Then you read it again and think, oh, maybe that's too strong. So you soften it a little bit. Then you add more explanation, and then you remove the opinion, and then it becomes a safe little paragraph that no one could disagree with. Then you decide it's not quite right, and then you don't publish it. And then you tell yourself, oh, the algorithm hates me, or people aren't buying, or marketing doesn't work. No, you didn't show up. Perfectionism's favourite trick is to convince you that not shipping is professionalism. It isn't. It's avoidance with a nice haircut. Perfectionism is usually a demand for certainty. If I can make it perfect, I can control the outcome. If I can control the outcome, I can avoid being judged. But business doesn't offer certainty. It offers feedback. And perfectionism hates feedback because feedback means you're in the arena. So perfectionism keeps you on the sidelines polishing. Excellence ships and improves. Perfectionism delays and doubts. Excellence is standards. Perfectionism is self-protection. Excellence can say, this is good enough to test. Perfectionism says, it's not perfect, I won't risk it. And here's what perfectionism steals: repetition. You cannot get results without repetition. And perfectionism is allergic to repetition because it wants certainty, not practice. Perfectionism often hides behind the word professional. I'm being professional. I want it to be high quality. I don't want to put anything out that's not my best. But let's be honest about this. Many times professional really means I don't want anyone to disagree with me. Professionalism is not perfection. Professionalism is clarity, reliability, and follow through. Professionalism is sending the invoice on time. It's following up calmly. It's keeping your word. It's owning the mistakes quickly. It's having clear boundaries. Perfectionism is polishing your caption while avoiding the follow-up email you need to send. And that's the difference. The antidote to perfectionism is a definition of done. Decide what done looks like before you begin. So perfectionism can't move the goalposts. Done means it's clear, it's useful, it's honest, it's ready to test. And then you ship it. Because shipping gives you data. Data gives you improvement, and improvement gives you confidence. You can't refine what you don't release. So if you want a simple rule, if it's 80% and useful, ship it. The remaining 20% comes from feedback and iteration, and that's how grown-up businesses are built. Let's talk about what happens when you start shipping. At first you feel exposed, and then you realize something. The world didn't end because you shipped the product or the service. You got feedback, you adjusted, and you improved. You're building a rhythm, and your confidence becomes sturdier because it's based on evidence, not on a fantasy of perfection. You also start noticing something else. Perfectionism was costing you money because consistency sells and perfectionism blocks consistency. So for the next 7 days, I want you to ship one imperfect thing. Not careless, not sloppy, not completely imperfect. But publish the post, send the proposal, have the conversation, put your terms in writing and set the boundary. Then review calmly. What happened? What did I learn? What will I adjust? And that is excellence. Perfectionism isn't your personality, it's a pattern, and patterns can be replaced. Ship, improve, repeat. Until next time, keep your grit and protect your grace.
In the quiet, before the daylight breaks, I'm drawing lines for my own sake. I've carried more than I let on show, still found a way to learn and grow. With steady hands I set the pace, a fierce heart held in gentle space. I won't trade my peace for proof, I won't build a life without a roof. I'll rise, I'll rest, I'll recalibrate, strong enough to do, wise enough to wait. It's grit and grace, side by side, fire in my chest, calm in my mind. I'll build what lasts, I'll choose my lane, turn pressure into purpose, paint it again. With grit and grace, I'm free to be all I am, becoming steadily. I won't shrink back to make it easy, I won't stay small to keep things tidy. I'll speak the truth, I'll name my worth, put roots down deep and do the work. And when it's heavy, I won't break, I'll bend with care, then reset my faith. I'll measure growth in more than gold, in quiet wins and courage bold. I'll lead with heart, I'll honor pace, ambition guided by restraint and grace. It's grit and grace, side by side, fire in my chest, calm in my mind. I'll build what lasts, I'll choose my lane, turn pressure into purpose, paint it again. With grit and grace, I'm free to be all I am, becoming steadily. Let it be simple, let it be true, a steady rhythm pulling me through. When doubt is loud, I'll still begin, again and again I'll choose to win. Not by force, not by fear, by showing up year after year. It's grit and grace, side by side, fire in my chest, calm in my mind. I'll build what lasts, I'll choose my lane, turn pressure into purpose, paint it again. With grit and grace, I'm free to be all I am, becoming steadily. Grit and grace, I rise, I breathe, I make my place. Grit and grace, side by side,